Hi everyone, it's Marvin here. Welcome back to another video by the Golden System. Um, so in today's video, I will be talking about my integration. If that kind of thing triggers you, then please take caution when watching this video. We don't want to trigger anyone. That would be bad. So please take caution while watching this video. I'm just going to be discussing kind of like the basics, and like who, when, what kind of thing. Okay, so first things first, who integrated? So the integration happened between old Marvin, Marvin the Magnificent, yeah, words, and an alter called the Magician. The Magician didn't wasn't in the system long before the integration. He was there for about 5 weeks, I think. He was there for 3 weeks and then we discovered him, and then he was there for about another 2 or 3 weeks. So around 5 or 6 weeks. And they integrated. I've been integrated for quite a while, so it was around May time. Can't remember when in May, but it was May. I remember because Marvin couldn't cope. We just lost someone very close to us, and Marvin kind of couldn't cope with that. So he integrated with the Magician to kind of be a bit more stable so he could complete his role a bit better. So yeah, that's why, I guess. I'm still very similar to what Marvin was. So I keep getting words in my head and then forgetting them. Dissociation problems. Yeah, so it did make me a lot more emotionally stable. I definitely have a better handle on emotions now and how to deal with them. Because of that still makes me an internal self-helper. I definitely think I'm better equipped to help other people now. In specifically Chase, I usually help Chase. I've noticed I've become a lot closer friends with him. I'm slightly older now. I think that helps. I'm not sure. Yeah. So that's basics, isn't it? So who, Marvin and the Magician. When, May time, and what / why. Just because things in our personal life. So in a bit more detail, because I'd been struggling, some people considered the fact that there might be an integration, especially because we'd recently been having dreams about this new altar, which Han had theorised to be the integration between me and Auntie. Wasn't. But then we discovered a magician, and for a while, well, from the moment he was discovered, he kind of prompted Marvin. He kind of kept saying, we should integrate and everything. And definitely from Marvin's perspective here, he really didn't want to. Because he was scared. He didn't know what was going to happen. Yeah, which is fair enough. But from the magician's perspective, he was like, well, you're struggling and we match, so we should integrate. Eventually, after a long period of time of emotional struggle, he kind of had no choice. I think he kind of was just like, let's do it. And then what happened then? It was really weird. So the magician kind of came like this little ball of blue light. So he was like a little ball of just blue, like light blue. And then he swirled around Marvin, and then kind of hit in the chest here. And then there was a light blue kind of ball that surrounded her, that covered the whole shop, because I own a shop in the inner world. Covered the whole shop, stayed there for about 5 or 10 seconds, and then disappeared. And then I was born, I guess. Yeah, so that's when I was born. Yeah, so that's how it happened, I guess. Okay, so now we're getting on to basic information. Because I suppose these are kind of like intros or whatever. So I still go by Marvin, but instead of Marvin the Magnificent, I go by Marvin the Magician instead. Nice little combination of the two names there. My gender, I'm still a male. Yeah, they were both males, and I still identify as male. My role, I'm still an internal self-helper. I know fictive doesn't really class as a role, but I'm still being classed as a fictive because this might be controversial, but we're still classing me as a fictive, mainly because I'm still mostly like what old Marvin was, and he was a fictive. And the person I integrated with, the magician, he was based off someone from a TV show. He wasn't a fictive per se, but a lot of his personality and appearances were based off of someone from a show. So for that reason, we are still classing me as a fictive, especially because I still class myself as an ego, as one of Jacksepticeye's egos. So you might have controversial thoughts about that, but sure, you think whatever you want. Yeah, so there's that. Age, like I said earlier, it's gone up. So I used to be 21, I'm now 24. I don't know if that's to make me a little more mature so I can just handle emotions better, I guess. I can't think what else is on there. I think it was mentioned in a previous. Oh no, that video's not out yet. Yeah, so all the stuff got deleted off our laptop, which means the guideline we usually follow for these kind of videos is gone. So I'm kind of trying to do this from memory, which will be mentioned in another video that'll be uploaded after this probably. Yeah. What else? My likes and dislikes are pretty similar. My music taste has kind of changed a bit. So before I kind of only really listened to Little Mix, or Marvin did anyway. Now it's kind of changed. There's kind of a bit more, I don't know, creepier? Is that what you'd call it? Creepier music? Sure. Dislikes hasn't really changed either. I still have cats. I still identify with Marvin's birthday, which is the 11th of August. So I still identify with that. That's still my birthday, and that's why this is being recorded now, so we can get this out before then. So I'm not in 2 videos in the same month. Hopefully. Yeah, so because this is being recorded the end of July, should have mentioned. Yeah, so there's that. I really can't think what else. My symbol stayed the same. I still have the same identification bracelet. Oh, and my identification numbers stay the same as well, but I'm not really sure what that is. I can't remember what it is. I think it's 16. Yeah. It's either 16 or 21. I can't find it because I'm recording on our phone and that's where all the numbers are saved. This is my identification bracelet anyway. It's just plain blue, like, I can't speak. Just plain blue bracelet. That's still the same. My symbol's still the same, my number's still the same. Pretty much, most things have stayed the same, to be honest. My favourite colour, favourite animal, pretty much everything stayed the same. Just with the added bonus of I'm just a bit more emotionally mature. So that's the main thing. I don't know what else to say for this section. My emoji is still the same. I think that's it. If I've left anything out, let me know. Okay, so I did leave out a couple of things, which was species and what was it? I've forgotten it already. Sexuality, that was it. Yeah, my species, debatable. I kind of still identify as human, but I don't know. Maybe it's like a wizard. Can I identify as a wizard? Is that a species? I'll go with that. Yeah, so I guess that. My sexuality and my romantic, I am pan-romantic. Sexuality, I'd say I'm demisexual. Yeah. I don't know, I've never really thought about it. But I'm pan-romantic, I'm demisexual. And I am a magician. No, yes, wizard, that's what I said. Both. Either, all, everything. I'm everything. You can tell, like, personality-wise, I'm still very, I was always kind of known for being childish and, a bit bubbly. I'm still like that, I'm still very childish. I just can handle, adult situations a bit better now. Okay, so now we're getting on to some questions that are actually written down, so hopefully this part will be a bit more, organised and a bit less chaotic compared to the rest of the video. You know what? It's fine. Han said I had to record video. She never said it had to be good. Well, it's fine. It's perfectly fine. Okay, so favourite colour, I still like dark blue. Dark blue is still my favourite colour. Clothing, kind of the same. The same as what Marvin would have worn, old Marvin. Apart from now I like top hats as well. So I like, you know, my cat mask, cape, blue shirt. But I also like top hats now as well. Because the magician likes top hats quite a lot. So now I like top hats. But yeah, so that's inner world. Outer world, I also have a cape, but I just don't tend to wear it. I also have a cat mask, and again, I just don't tend to wear it because of the glasses. I don't have a top hat. It's sad. But we do have blue shirts like this that I will wear. And we also have pyjamas as well that has a blue shirt very similar to my Canon one. And I will wear that as well. So yeah. Music, like I said before, primarily still Little Mix, but now I suppose it's gotten a bit, I don't know, creepier. I wouldn't class it as creepy music. I'd say it's more like Harry's kind of thing. I don't know. I know I have the most music out of all the egos. That's another thing as well. My playlist still counts as being in the egos playlist. So that's one thing. Yeah. Ooh. Oh god. Me saying it's going to be less chaotic, instantly still chaotic. And so I don't know how well you can read those, probably not very well. But from Black Magic to the bottom, that's all mine, that's what I listen to. So yeah, there you go. If you can't read that very well, I will DM us and we'll send you a picture if you're that interested. Daily life, what do I do in my daily life? I spend most of my time with Chase. I'm internal self-helper, and my role is kind of very specific to the egos. So I will spend a lot of time with the other ego, especially Wilford, Chase, definitely Chase. A bit of Dark, and JJ as well. Most of those are NPCs. If I'm not doing that, I'm in my shop. So I live in a shop inside. It's only a floor tall. The middle part, I sell like magic tricks and stuff like that. Kind of like jokey things. In that side, or the right, just might not be the right on the camera. But on the right hand side I sell food. And then on the left hand side that's where I live, so that's my bedroom, that's where my stuff is. So if I'm not spending time with other egos, I'm in my shop. If I'm out, probably just listening to music, trying to talk to friends. I'm a very social person, I like talking to people. So I'm probably doing that, or I'm making TikToks. Egos love to make TikToks, the egos in our system. So I'm probably doing that as well. Friends and relations. Technically, this isn't canon, but technically Chase is my brother, technically. He was Marvin's brother. I don't know if he still classes as mine. Relationships. I'm not in a relationship. I've just come out of a relationship. I don't quite know if I'm ready for another relationship. I might be. I don't know. Depends on the person. Friends. Chase. Chase is my best friend in the system. We get on very well. Couple of the other egos, like ones I mentioned earlier. I also get on well with Patton, who doesn't, to be fair. But yeah, me and Patton are pretty good friends. Me and Han get on pretty well. Me and Elsa, we get on. Who else? I feel bad for not remembering everyone who's in the system. Me and Sarah, we get on quite well. I get on well with our little. We definitely get on. We like to play with each other. Yeah, I think that's pretty much everyone. Appearance in the inner world, that'll be put up now. Okay. My identification bracelet, I showed you earlier, but I'll do it again. Here you go. I really like this actually. I know Marvin really liked this, old Marvin. And I still love it. So, that's good. Is this fictive only and then canon? I might still answer this, so Old Marvin's canon was the Jacksepticeye channel, and then the magician technically wasn't a fictive, but he was based on a character named Mr. X from a show we watch called Kill Me Heal Me, which is a pretty good show. It's Korean, but that's who he was based off. But technically I still class myself as an ego. I am still classed as an ego by the system and by the other ego. So technically my canon is still the Jacksepticeye channel. Where do I live in the inner world? Like I said earlier, I live in a shop. Imagine a huge kind of plains. There's a river that goes down the middle. On the left hand side is kind of like the general side of the island, and the right hand side is the ego side of the island. That's where all the egos live. Right in the middle, that's where my shop is. My shop is right in the centre of everything, and I live in the left hand side of that shop. Show something you own. That's a bit of a problem because it's all in a box on a shelf. I mean, I could stop the video for this, but I've already clicked stop quite a few times, so you'll just have to deal with me trying to get something out of my box. I'm making a mess while I'm doing it. I didn't realise how chaotic I was before filming this video. There you go, that'll do. If I can get it. So this is something I own. I believe his name is Spellbook. Oh, that's amazing camera work. Spellbound, that's his name. Yeah, so his name's Spellbound. When Marvin, old Marvin, first came to the system, he found this and he fell in love with it, and I still carry that love. with me, and it's the only plush I own. It's the only plush I have full ownership over. I absolutely love him. He's so cute. Yeah, so that's something I own. Oh god. I also own a cape, and I also own a mask. That's everything. That's everything. If you want to see what those look like, they're on our TikTok. If you follow us on TikTok, you can go look. It'll be in one of our Marvin cosplays. If you don't follow us on TikTok, what are you doing? Follow us on TikTok. Golden Alien Egg. That's our name. Golden Alien Egg. We do cosplays. We do other stuff as well. Follow us. Great content. Just like this video is going to be, great content. This is fun. So yeah, that's all the questions there is. I hope you enjoyed learning a bit more about me and the integration. We kind of do these integration videos for a few reasons, like you get to learn about us as a person and what's changed. Keeps you updated. Dissociation just hit. Yeah, what was I saying? Keeps you updated. Oh yes, and we kind of want to help lessen the fear of integration. Like, we personally don't want to fully integrate ourselves, but if an alter needs to integrate, we won't kind of stop them. Yeah. So kind of education purposes as well, you can see kind of the differences between the integrations. Like, I know Hands and Vortexes were quite similar in factors they kind of like actually combine, whereas for me it was a bit different. So yeah, integrations can be different for different people and for different systems. Anyway, I'm rambling, so I hope you enjoyed. See you all in the next video. Bye.